Howdy everybody, how y'all doing? Welcome to today's Penguin Sheriff announcement. Well, I'm sure you've seen this happen once or twice, or maybe it's happened to you and, well, you're scrolling on Twitter or X and, looking at all the different feeds and threads and comments, or maybe you're, watching a live stream and venturing with a chat, or maybe two, or maybe you're doing all of the above because those of us who are perpetually online prefer a little bit of a stimulus overload, if you will, right? And, well, you see conversations that, well, they're talking about things that you're talking about, and, well, you can't really tell if they're responding to you or just saying things out there, right? Or maybe you see things posted that, well, they hit home and something that really matters to you, and you really feel compelled to respond, or maybe you just had a rough day and you want to blow off some steam, and 3 hours later your blood pressure is shot through the roof and you can't sleep, you're exhausted, and you're no better than when you started, right? You know what I'm talking about. So today I want to offer you a little parasocial network awareness that might help you in maybe some current conversations or future conversations that you might get in, or maybe just be able to avoid, to keep your head above water and, maybe keep a little bit of peace of mind in your online travels, right? Interactions or what have you. So the most important thing I want to say is that most of the time when people online, the drama farmers, the people who are trying to just talk at the ether, right, or toss out an opinion, maybe it's based on just the post or something somebody said on the stream, that a lot of the times they're not directly talking to you, right, and they're not really necessarily thinking about your situation or your point of view, right? And even the ones who are, responding in chat or responding to a post to something you said, right? Now, there's a lot of people online that are drama farmers, or, trying to, do the, engagement farming and such like that, especially if it's in a public forum, right? A lot of times they're probably not trying to have a real conversation with you anyway, right? They're trying to get somebody stirred up or riled up, or trying to get somebody to interact, and whether it's you or one of your friends or followers or whatnot, right? The thing is, the beauty and, well, frightening aspect of the internet is that so much of it exists without our awareness, our acknowledgement, or understanding, and just in the same way, there's a lot of conversations that we can see and we can, well, could interact with, that, well, the beauty of it is they can exist without our participation as well, right? So when it seems like somebody might be, coming at you or coming after you, they might not actually know your situation or know the details of something you're going through, even though it does hit home, right? It does kind of, weigh on you. And not to say that that it's not real and it's not things to work through, but maybe online with a stranger in a public forum might not be the best place. And, well, sometimes just walking away or going on to something else that you want to enjoy and using your energy for something that, well, you want to, it isn't a bad thing at all. And, well, I could recommend, shutting off the electronics and walking outside once in a while. That for those of us who are perpetually online, we kind of forget that's an option now and then, especially when it's late at night and we're up too late having all the, the fun chats, and that's when a lot of people pop up and say a lot of things, right? So you know what I mean. So, like I said, they're probably not talking to you, and probably not interested in what you have to say, so if you don't feel like talking, it's probably okay if you don't. So, that's all I got. And, well, take care of yourself, take care of others, and if it doesn't seem like it's a conversation for you, then maybe you don't have to be a part of it. So, that's all I got. So until next time, we'll see you later. Bye!